Welcome to the High Vibe CEO. I am Madison. I will be your guide. We are going to mentally practice being the content creator who stops caring who is watching. Because the truth is, it does not matter who is watching. You are going to reach exactly who you are meant to. And we are going to practice this right here, right now. Mental rehearsal can be so helpful because your brain treats vivid imagination the exact same way that it treats a real life experience. And here at the High Vibe CEO, we mentally practice every aspect of content creation, of online business, of digital marketing, of being a CEO. We do this so that we can get our brains familiar with all of these things so that when the success comes flooding in, which it's going to, your brain does not see the success as a threat. In fact, it sees it as familiar. Let's begin this mental practice. I want you to get really comfortable and take a slow, deep breath in. And now release it. Let it out. Again. And release. Good. Let your shoulders begin to drop. Let your jaw relax. And for the next few moments, I want you to practice being seen. Not becoming fearless. Not becoming somebody that you're not, just simply practicing what it feels like to create without making being seen such a huge deal. It's not a big deal. Let's begin. Picture yourself tomorrow. You are going through your normal day when suddenly you get an idea, something you could say, something you know your audience needs to hear. And normally this might be where your thinking starts. Things like, what is the hook? How should I say it? Do I look okay? What if nobody cares? But this time, you don't follow into those thoughts. You actually begin reaching for your phone, and I want you to visualize you reaching for your phone. And now feel it in your hand as you open the camera, switch it around, and there you are. For a second, you notice yourself there on the screen. Maybe your eyes immediately find something you would normally want to fix. But then you remember, you're not here to inspect yourself. You are here to communicate what you have to say. You look into the lens, and instead of imagining hundreds or thousands or even millions of people, I want you to look directly in that lens and imagine there is one woman sitting on the other side of that camera who needs to hear exactly what you're about to say. And you are going to talk to her as if she is right next to you. That's it. Watch yourself press record now. Visualize yourself reaching out your finger to press record. You see the timer. It starts 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and you actually begin. Feel yourself talking naturally. You're not trying to sound like a content creator here. You're not performing. You are simply communicating what you have to say. Your hands move. Your face moves. Your personality is shining through. And then you mess up a word. You feel the instinct immediately. You want to stop. You want to delete it and start completely over. But instead today, you find yourself laughing and actually laugh out loud. That was funny, right? Okay, then you begin to correct yourself. And guess what? You see yourself keep going because there was more you had to say. Nothing happened. The video was not ruined. You are human. This is absolutely normal. So you just keep talking after correcting yourself. And notice how much easier the words came out when you stopped monitoring yourself. You are not wondering what your face looks like. You're thinking about the message. You're thinking about the woman listening on the other side of that camera. You are thinking about what you actually want to say to her. And suddenly, you've completed the mission. You're done. You see yourself stop recording, and there's the video. Immediately, your brain offers the old routine. Watch it again. Maybe redo the beginning. Did your voice sound strange? Maybe we should re-record. Maybe not, okay? You see yourself actually saying no. I want you to say no out loud, or if you're unable to, say it in your mind's eye. No. You said what you meant. You make whatever tiny edit is actually even necessary, and your truth moves forward. You hit post. Visualize yourself actually reaching your finger to hit post now. Notice that feeling in your body. Maybe there's excitement. Maybe there's a little nervousness. Maybe there's that tiny drop in your stomach. Let it be there. You don't need the feeling to disappear. You just need to show your brain what happens next. You press, you post, it's live. And now come to the most important part. You put your phone down. I want you to physically see yourself putting it down in your mind's eye. You don't immediately measure your worth in views. You don't wonder who has seen it. You don't start regretting what you said. You continue on about your day as normal, because posting content is not an emergency. Being seen is not an emergency. Being perceived is not an emergency. You had an idea, you recorded it, you posted it, and life continued afterwards. Let your mind learn that sequence. Idea, record, post, continue. Again, idea, record, post, continue. Imagine doing it again tomorrow. Another idea, another video, another post, then again, and again, and again. Idea, record, post, continue. Until something strange starts happening. You stop thinking so much about the camera. You stop needing a giant burst of confidence first. You stop turning every video into a test of whether you are good enough, because you know dang well you are good enough. Creating becomes normal. Creating is fun. Creating becomes an outlet, and creating becomes natural. You pick up your phone. You begin talking. You post, and you move on. And one day you realize, wait, I forgot to even be scared, because you were too busy having fun. You were too busy creating. You were too busy communicating your message to your people. You were too busy becoming the woman who does this daily. Now step into that version of you. Feel the phone in your hand. Look into the camera, relax your shoulders, and repeat silently or out loud after me. I am safe being seen. I am safe being perceived. I don't need everybody to understand me. I don't need everyone to like me. I trust myself to speak. I trust myself to post. I am allowed to improve publicly. I am allowed to experiment publicly. Every time I press record, I make being seen more normal than yesterday. I become more comfortable being myself. And being myself is exactly who I am meant to be. Move your fingers, wiggle your toes, begin to fill the room around you. And most importantly, remember, you don't have to wait until you're fearless to become visible. You just have to practice being seen. One video, one post, one rep at a time. Until one day, being seen isn't you being brave anymore. It's just simply what you do.